Taking time off from the PowerGen exhibition and conference, Paul Davison travelled south to visit Proteus client Tomra Sorting Systems test facility just north of Koblenz in central Germany. The test facility, which is the largest of its type in the world, opened in 2010 at a cost of more than €4.5 million. The facility allows the testing of a number of different types of processes to be run at the same time, and can really work through more than 25 different types of applications for optical sorting equipment, covering lots of different materials, from the recovery of copper and scrap metals through to organic wastes. Hi, I've just got back from going down to Koblenz. I'm now back in Cologne. I've got the cathedral over one shoulder and the railway station over the other, so you might hear some trains going by. But it did make me think that when I went down to Koblenz, I went to see one of our clients, Tomra Sorting Systems Research Centre, which they've got down there. And I was thinking about what you should be looking for if you're thinking about possible media trips to any particular sites which you might own. And the first one, of course, you've got to actually have a story. You've got to think it through from their perspective to say what kind of a story are you actually going to be able to give them. To make sure that it's not only appropriate for the publication, but it's actually got depth. There's something there to justify a journalist going there for what could be a whole day or possibly even a day and a half trip. The second thing you should take into consideration is that you must be able to provide them with some visual material, either of photographs, or you could also provide them with some film, so they can actually use that if it's a broadcast journalist. But for most trade journalists, they want to have something they can take some pictures of to help illustrate a feature story. And the third element that you might get there is you need to try and think about exclusivity. If you're thinking there's a particular message you want to get across to a particular publication, how does that tie into that specific site? And make sure that what you're not doing is overselling the piece. There's going to be nothing worse for any journalist turning up for a media trip to suddenly find themselves facing 4 or 5 of the competing journalists who are all going to be covering the same story. So be very clear about what you're going to try and achieve from it. But it's still cost effective. Taking one journalist across to a site here in Germany could cost something in the order of, say, £700 to £800 to complete, and you could get a 1.5 page feature, which in terms of advertising could cost you anywhere up to £3,500 to £4,000. So it's good value for money.